This is the Shoemaker Films podcast. I'm here with Katie with Energy Healing with Katie in Newtown Square. How you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a amazing space you have here.
Thank you.
Really excited to learn a little bit more about you and your business and, what you have to offer to people in the area.
Absolutely.
So tell me a little bit about your practice and what you do here.
Okay, so I opened Energy Healing with Katie in the summer of 2023, and I started this practice because I was going through such a hard time in my life, different struggles that I have been working through for the past couple years, and that's another podcast for a different day. We're not going to go into that, but I just know how much Reiki has helped me throughout my whole journey.
Okay.
And I wanted to open the space for people to come to feel a sense of peace, a sense of relaxation when they walk in the doors. I just want them to feel, like they can come to an escape, right?
Yeah.
Away from the daily stresses in life. So that's why I opened the space. But I have been doing Reiki for 4 years now.
Okay.
So I first started, I had no idea what to expect when I first got my Reiki session. My girlfriend was telling me about it, and I was a little bit, I had the doubts coming in, but I just went for it, started it, and I was amazed by the benefit of how I felt afterwards. It was just an incredible experience that I knew I had to learn more about it. So during the time where I had Reiki, I was a school teacher. So, I finished out my last year of teaching. Okay. I had my son, and I decided to stay at home with him to be a full-time mom. So during that transition period, that's where I started to really focus in on getting my certification for Reiki. I'm certified in level 1, level 2, and then my master's cert. And then the following spring, I started practicing Reiki. I had a space in my house. I made the front room a little Reiki room area, and I would just do friends and family. And then one day when I was visiting my acupuncturist, a good friend of mine, I was telling her, I got certified in Reiki. I'm just doing it out of my house right now. And she said, I have space available in here in my office if you want to come and practice Reiki. And I was so excited to take that next step. So I did, and I loved it. So, and then that's what kind of brought me here to opening up my own place.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So your friend actually did Reiki on you,
so when I had
your first session,
my first session,
you were first introduced to it.
Yes, my first session, I had no idea what to expect. My friend told me about Reiki. She told me about it, and then that's when I went and had my first session, not knowing anything about it.
Yeah.
But afterwards, I felt like I just had a massage, and she never even put her hands on my body.
Wow.
So it felt, really relaxing, and I just needed to know more.
Is that experience typical, you think, of a lot of people that have
their
first session?
So after the session, the clients would, after they get off the table, usually they're very relaxed. They're very they feel like a weight has lifted off of their shoulders. Like I can see a difference from when they first come into me and we discuss about, the Reiki and what's going on with them. And then after the session, it's like night and day, the difference that they feel. And that's what makes my job so rewarding, just seeing that for them.
So I don't really know much about Reiki. What are, I know it's like a Japanese process. Like tell me a little bit about how much you know about the history, and what the experience is like, the actual process of. Of course.
Yeah. So Reiki originated in Japan in the early 1900s, and the word Reiki itself means life force energy. So this life force energy flows through all living things. And throughout our life, the stress of life, whatever we're dealing with, can cause blocks within our body. therefore making that life force energy not being free flowing throughout our body like it usually should, right?
Yeah.
So that's where Reiki can come in and Reiki can help. So as a Reiki practitioner, I gently hover my hands above the body, or some practitioners place their hands on the body and bring through that universal life force energy going throughout the energy centers in the body. And as that flows through, it just brings the body a sense of balance to all areas, whether it be physical, spiritual, emotional, mental, just bringing a sense of balance or relaxation and a sense of peace.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it related at all to like acupuncture? Is it kind of in the same, you know?
Yeah, so I do say it is similar to acupuncture, but without the needles, right? So we have over 100 energy centers located throughout our body. And the energy is constantly flowing through us at all times. So what Reiki does and acupuncture does is it channels that life force energy and opens up those centers within our body, allowing ourselves to kind of have that flow coming back into our body.
Wow.
Yeah. So what a session looks like is a client will come in and we'll spend about 15 minutes talking beforehand about their goals for the session, any physical pain that's going on with their body, anything they want to release that feels heavy. So I'll kind of talk a little bit about, you know, what's going on with them personally, and if they want to share their, you know, share whatever is happening in their life with me.
Yeah.
And then after we talk about that, I'll bring them back to the massage room, lay them on the table, fully clothed. I'll put a light blanket on top of them. I'll walk them through a guided meditation. And then I'll go through and I'll start at the top of their head and start to channel the energy from the top of their head going all the way down until I get to their feet. And then at the end, we'll do a closing and bring them back to the office. We can talk about what came up during the session and talk about the steps, you know, to take care of yourself afterwards.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do a lot of clients do like multiple sessions with you?
They do. They do. I have some clients that come in every 2 weeks. I have clients that come in every month, or I'll have a client that'll just, you know, every 6 months, or just for, you know, a tune-up, as you would say.
Right.
So it all depends. And that's one of the questions I do get asked a lot is, how often should I get Reiki? And I always tell them, just listen to your body, right? Your body will tell you when you feel like you're ready to get another treatment. It's something that, you know, I can sit here and explain Reiki, you can read about it, but it's really something that you should experience for yourself, right? To get to know the benefits, because everybody is different, but one general, you know, outcome is they just feel so peaceful and so much lighter afterwards.
Is that right? Wow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's really cool.
So what are some, you know, some of the things that Reiki can be used for in treatment? Is it emotional? You know, is there physical things as well? Like,
so
you know.
Reiki can treat people on all levels: physical, emotional, spiritual, and mental. Because think about it as if, you know, think of our body as a drain, right? So the energy coming through naturally goes through, the water flows through, no blockages. But over time, there's different stresses in our life. There's blockages that are kind of being held in our body, right? Different situations that we go through, different people. If we're around somebody who has a lot of heaviness and heavy energy, we feel it. Our bodies remember everything that we go through on a cellular level and a subconscious level, right?
Yeah.
So over time, that drain, that pipe becomes clogged and the water becomes, you know, more slow moving. It's not as free flowing as if it really should be. Wow. So Reiki kind of gets rid of all the gunk, of all the old energy, of all the stuff that's stuck. And I truly believe that we have physical pain throughout our body because it manifests from the heavy emotions that we deal with and that we carry every day. And over the course of years, we could be picking up on this stuff ever since we were, children, right? If we watch somebody get into an argument at school, if we're being corrected for doing something wrong, our bodies hold on to those feelings that we feel: guilt, shame, anxiousness, sadness, anger, irritability, whatever it is. There's multiple different heavy emotions that we feel. So getting that energy treatment, clearing out that old stuff, just makes you feel better on all different levels.
Yeah. Wow. Amazing. So it is, we talked about the sessions, the one time, then there's multiple sessions when they come to see you. Do you see this as more of like a mindset shift at all? Is there things that people do at home or on their day to day after they see you that they learn, or is it really more about
Definitely. Yes, it is a mindset, and it's also, you have to take care of your body, right? It's like, it's maintenance, right? So, but you could come in having a horrible day, feeling totally off, but getting a treatment just kind of just resets you, centers you, and just allows you to feel that inner peace. And that's the goal. So I have clients that, meditate, that do different practices to kind of center them in. But just because you don't meditate doesn't mean that you won't benefit from a session, right? So everybody is different in the way that they are healing themselves at home and the way that they're doing their, practices. So,
wow.
Yeah.
And how long have you been in this space?
I've been in this space since the summer of 2023.
Okay. Yeah. And when did you start, energy healing with Katie? I guess I know you were working on your home for a little while.
Well, I started energy healing in 2023. That's when I came to this space.
Okay.
But prior, I was at the acupuncture office doing that. Yeah. So sorry if that was a little confusing in the beginning. So I've been here for almost a year now.
Yeah. No, this is a great space. You can when you walk in here, you can kind of feel.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's very positive.
And that's exactly what I wanted. I wanted people to come in the door and just feel like, I can relax, right? Even if it's before the session, like sitting in the waiting area, listening to the music I have, the candles going, just very warm and welcoming. And that's really what my goal was for opening this space. Yes.
Any challenges coming into this space, starting up your business, like moving in here, just the trials of starting a business? Anything that you want to share or anything you were able to overcome?
To be honest with you, so when I was looking for an office space, I had no intention of actually finding something right away. My brother is a realtor in Westchester, and I just randomly texted him this listing, and I said, I want to go see it. So he took me to come see it, and this was the first place I saw, and I fell in love with it. I knew I had to be here. My head was telling me otherwise, though, because I was going through a divorce. I'm a single mother, so struggling, in that sense. I was like, this is not a good idea, but my heart was literally leading me here. I just knew that there was something here that I needed to follow. So, and that, I signed the lease, and I was in here within a couple months.
That's great. You got to follow your gut,
you
got to follow your heart.
You have to, and that's the thing. And all along, there hasn't been any struggles, knock on wood.
Yeah.
But, the minute I signed my lease, everything just kind of felt right. And that's what, like you said, you have to follow your gut, what feels right for you. And it's been amazing ever since. And I would never look back. I love where I am. Everybody in the community has been so kind and welcoming and so supportive. So. Yeah.
And then you joined Newtown Square Business Association.
I did.
Yeah.
Yes. I joined the business association. There's a lot of events and stuff. And it's been good as well.
Yeah. So I know I brought up this spiritual coaching.
Yes.
Anything else you want to talk about on the Reiki
No,
side?
I think we're good with the Reiki. Yeah. I don't want to miss anything. So.
I know. Yeah. Just in terms of like what people, the sessions that you offer, So one-time sessions, are there like packages, like anything like that?
I don't offer any packages. It's just a one-time session.
Okay.
But
yeah.
Yeah.
So tell me about the coaching component.
So spiritual life coaching is similar to a life coach, right?
Okay.
So, I'll talk with the client for about an hour, and we talk about stuff that needs to come out for them, that needs healing, right? That needs to be addressed, like limiting beliefs that they believe in their own mind, past traumas, past situations, events, whatever it is, the negative patterns that they have internally, right? So my goal is to help them recognize all of those things that are holding them back from truly finding that inner peace, right? That peace that's within us. Because once you have that peace inside, it's like you kind of overlook the things that go on around you on the outside world, right? Like you're not too focused on that. It's feeling that sense of peace within yourself.
Yeah.
So the spiritual life coaching session, after we talk for about an hour, I'll bring them back to the massage room, and then I'll perform Reiki on them. So I incorporate that with the life coaching session. And the reason why I wanted to get certified in my spiritual life coaching is because oftentimes when I would just do Reiki, clients would want to talk to me for, more than the 15-minute time span, 20 minutes. They would talk for, close to 45 minutes, and that was okay. I just knew that they needed more healing, deeper healing, and I didn't really know how to go about that. So that's why I got my spiritual life coaching session. This way, they have more time to talk, dive in deep within their healing, and then whatever was talked about and discussed is energetically cleared in the Reiki room on the table. That's great.
So it's like a deeper, connection. Yeah.
It is. And that's just the thing. It's like when we talk about stuff, we bring up, our past and what needs to come out and be healed. But then it's not only that, it's literally taking that energy from talking about it, because everything's energy, right? Our words, our feelings, our thoughts. So it's like taking that energy and literally bringing through that universal life force energy and clearing it out of the body.
Amazing.
So, yeah. It's been really, really beneficial for the clients. And with those clients, they do their work. They'll journal at home. I'll give them, mantras to say at home, and just different things to kind of work through. You will get homework when you sign up for the life coaching session. So
that's great.
Yeah.
What's anything next, coming up? I mean,
So I did do a couple monthly workshops here.
Oh, okay.
A really good friend of mine, her name is Stephanie, she plays sound bowls. So we incorporate a monthly sound bowl / Reiki workshop. It's about an hour and a half, and simultaneously I'll perform Reiki as the sound bowls are going. Sage is used to clear the energy from the aura from the clients. We do a meditation. Clients set intention. Yeah. So that's something that I have done maybe 4 times now. But with the past couple months being, super busy and chaotic with what I have going on in my personal life and here, we kind of put that on hold. So we're looking to start back up in the summer.
Oh, that's great.
With the workshops, yeah. And I definitely have other ideas flowing. They're just not, set in stone yet. So there's definitely, I see so much more coming for the space, though.
That's exciting.
Yeah, it is exciting. Yeah. It is. I can't wait.
What any advice or anything like to anyone maybe thinking about starting a business or anything else that you want to share?
Sure. Just honestly follow your heart. And I know that's easier said than done. I know that there's multiple different aspects to look into when opening up a business, but really just trusting your gut, like you said, following your heart, and whatever feels right, just go for it.
Yeah.
Right? Take the step. You'll never know unless you try it out. Right? What's the worst thing that can happen? You fail. Okay, well, I tried this. This was a lesson. So let me try something else. Or maybe now is not the right time. So just follow your gut.
Love that.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah.
Cool. Where can people find you? What's the address here?
So the address here is 13 St. Alban Circle. I'm on the second floor. It's right above Relax, and next to Bunny Hairs. So right on the circle.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. And if they want to book a session with you, website, or they give you a call, what's the best way?
They can text me. I have my number on my website. There's a link to schedule on my website, energyhealingwithkatie.com, and also my email's listed on there.
Awesome.
And I have social media pages listed as well, so you can follow me on there. Some people message me on Instagram, Facebook, whatever it is. It's
Excellent.
convenient. Yeah.
Well, Katie, really appreciate the opportunity here to get to know you more, learn about your business, learn about Reiki.
Yeah, me too.
Excuse me. And
no, that's okay.
yeah, thanks for coming on.
Awesome. Thanks for having me, Dane.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks for listening today. Shoemaker Lab is an original production by Shoemaker Films, LLC. If you enjoyed today's content, please consider subscribing on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and wherever you get your content. Follow us on Instagram at shoemaker.films. And if you're a business that's either interested in our video production services or would like to be a guest on the show, get in touch by using the contact form on our website, shoemakerfilms.com.